Sonic is dead.
Oh no.
Everyone, welcome to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. It was a game uploaded by Sega on April Fool's Day, so it's not really a proper Sonic game, but still a Sonic game nonetheless. And basically, I think we're just trying to figure out who has murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. Obviously, he's right here and he looks totally fine, but I'm assuming that might change very soon. Let's start. Phew, made it on the train 15 minutes ahead of schedule. So far so good for my first day on the job. I forgot my name tag, is it ready yet? I should make it. I'll just sign my name here. Yeah, we'll just go with that. I can't think of anything creative. I'm not too good at reading out dialogue and stuff like that. I might stumble over a few words. Just to warn you, dining car. Am I nervous? Is this the first day on the job jitters? Working the train's dining car can't be so bad. Come on, Gold. Shake it off. Oh. Did I just see you hitting yourself? Mr. Conductor, sir, how are you doing this morning? Quite alright myself, though feeling a little bittersweet. Is that because you're a sweetie? Trying to build me up on the first day, are we? Today's my last day as conductor. I'm retiring after 32 wonderful years. Okay. Time for me and the Mirage Express to say goodbye to one another. Congratulations on retirement, sir. Thank you. My wife is very excited about it. She's already got our plane tickets to Spagonia unlocked. Our shower's been on the fritz, so I'm excited to use the hotels. I can see why his wife is excited. Enough of my quibbles. Today's your first day working the dining car. Here's the menu for today. Menu added to your inventory. I can open inventory anytime to view items I've received. Okay, now I can have a look a bit. Okay, chili dog, obviously. Why do you look so nervous? All we have on the train is a microwave. Though I'm sure a little quiz is in order. Which of these do we serve in the dining car? Chicken. Ding ding ding, glad you can read the menu okay. A little about that vessel. This is a state-of-the-art, high-speed, smart train with all the latest gadgets. This train can really handle anything you throw at it. We've had a lot of adventures together, me and this train. It's not easy to leave. I don't blame him for being wistful. This train is exclusively used for advanced. It's not a passenger train. I remember that from the interview. What's the event today? A murder mystery party. Nothing better than some thrills to end my tenure as a conductor. Murder mystery party. So it looks like it was planned out. I didn't realise. Guess we'll be funneled here to the dining car as a home base, so to speak. I'll be with you to get the tickets, but after that you'll be on your own. So I need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? I'll make you proud. Glad this old man can rest easy. Doors to the Mars Express are opening. All aboard. Ooh, looks like a good old bullet train. Here we go. Looks like we've got Amy, Knuckles, and Sonic. Amy. Tails. This train is incredible. What a fascinating tech. Vector, alright. You're right, Tails. I can get used to staying on a train like this. What do you expect? You know, I always go out for my birthday party. Oh, it's her birthday. Didn't realise. This train's as elegant as you are, Amy. Can't promise I won't take anything, though. Calm down then, Rouge. Did I not just catch you stealing from the train station gift shop? It was a pen, knucklehead. Who's going to miss a teeny tiny pen? What cast of characters am I stuck with? Get a hold of yourself, Gold. You're sweating through your uniform. Hey, it's Sonic. Glad to see you're not dead. Hey, pal, can I get one of those chili dogs? Of course, sir. Are you a pirate? Wasn't meaning it to be a pirate? Okay. More nervous than I thought. Wait until I announce everyone's roles to get food. Sorry about that, birthday girl. I'll be coming around to collect everyone's tickets. Please have them out and ready. You'll join me, Gold, won't you? Just click on whoever you'd like to talk to and we'll collect their tickets. Got it. Let's talk to Mr. Sonic first. Ticket, please. Thank you kindly. Happy to have someone as renowned as yourself aboard. Don't worry about it, I just like helping. When Eggman took over, I truly feared for the West, but my kids swore you would swoop in eventually, and you did. Can't offer much other than my sincerest gratitude. Don't sweat a thing. I'm glad you and your family are safe. He's the Sonic the Hedgehog? Yeah, he sure is. I promise you an excellent stay on our train, Sonic. Have fun now. Have fun now. Will do, thanks. Birthday girl. Could I please get the birthday girl's ticket? Why, certainly. Here we go. Thank you, miss, and thank you for choosing our fine train for your birthday festivities. With the birthday discount, certainly helped. Who doesn't love a good bargain? And a murder mystery train just sounds exciting. It's right up my alley. Who doesn't love a good thrill? You see, I'm a girl who loves a good true crime podcast. Maybe we should leave it to have fun. Before we move along, for you, miss. A key? That unlocks any door on the train. Happy birthday. Okay. Very useful. We'll use it wisely. Thank you. Tails? Can I get your ticket, young? Right here, sir. Thank you. May I offer you any of the snacks we have on board? No, thank you. Whenever I travel, I always pack my own sparkle gelatin. It's a sparkly jelly that can melt any jaded heart. Okay. I brought my own with me too. You're doing great so far. Hey, we're sparkle gelatin buddies. I like that. Absolutely. If you need anything, just let us know. Thank goodness someone on this train is normal. Yeah, somewhat. Howdy, can I get your ticket? I think that's a ticket. It's all crumpled up. But I really don't want to argue with this guy. Everything looks good, thank you. Seems the conductor doesn't want to argue either. Yeah, that's pretty quick. Ezio. I think Ezio is his name. Or Ezio. No, that's Assassin's Creed. Could I please? Oh, Espio, that's what it was. Of course. Excellent, thank you, and I hope you enjoy your stay with us. Absolutely, I appreciate it. Puts me at ease. You consider me calming. Oh, he can read minds, I forgot. He's looking right at me. I study ninjutsu. I believe one could communicate through the subconscious. Sounds a lot of difficult for training. Can he cling onto walls? Most certainly can. Vector. Hello, my friend. Can I get your ticket? Sure, of course. As a gentleman of upstanding morals, I'd love to show you my ticket. You seem to be avoiding eye contact. Is something amiss, sir? I seem to have misplaced my ticket. Could you speak up a bit? I couldn't quite hear. I misplaced my ticket. I don't know where it is. He's not hiding the embarrassment very well. Don't you worry, we'll take a good look around for you and see if it turns up. That would be amazing. Thanks a million. Keep an eye out for his ticket. Shadow. Here. Doesn't seem too impressed. He seemed very concerned about something. Is there anything we can help you with? Do you sell gift bags anywhere? Interesting. I have a plastic grocery bag in the back, if you'd like. God, you're shivering. Do you need me to fetch you a jacket? No, I'm good. Blaze. May I have your ticket, please? Thank you very much. On top of it, I see. A princess such as myself must be punctual. If you don't mind me asking, are you visiting from somewhere? A separate dimension, actually. A separate what? Just here for Amy's birthday, then I'll hop back into my own dimension. I quite prefer the birthday cake from this world more than my own, so I admit I am a bit excited. You don't say. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay, princess. Should I bow? I bowed. Why can I not win with this group? Alright, and finally, Rouge. Well, hello, you two. What can I help you with? Good morning, ma'am. Can we get your ticket? How forward? Let me fetch it for you. Come back if you need anything else here. Very polite. Ma'am, I saw you sneak into that $20 bit out of my pocket. You're gonna have to kind of ask for that back. Yep. Oh, this was yours. Must have slipped out. Here you go. I think that's everyone. Here we go. Ah, that must be Vector's ticket. Lost ticket, so I guess we take it back to Vector. Find anything yet? Just might have what you need. Why don't you show our friend here what we picked up? Yes, this one. Here you go. There it is. That's my ticket. Thanks very much. Was really worried you'd kick me out and I'd miss the murder mystery. Gold here would have their hands full kicking you out. You're right. I wouldn't leave without a fight. Ha! Microwave expert and security guard. You're both alright in my book. Thanks again for the assist. Of course, just let us know if you need anything else. Okay, everyone, time for me to read out everyone's roles for the murder mystery. And that's my cue to leave. I must prepare the driver's compartment for departure. The conductor's car. You remember our promise, yeah? You do everything in your power to make sure our guests have a safe and enjoyable time on the Mirage Express. Absolutely, you can count on me. To be honest, this group seems plenty capable on their own. And Drain? It's just gold if they need any help, won't you? I'm assuming it nods. That's all I need to hear. You have my trust. Excellent. I'll be off. I must take my leave, everyone. Please have a phenomenal time. And don't worry about mucking up the place either. This train is state of the art and has systems for dealing with all that. For everything else, please talk to Gold here if you need anything. Sounds good. Absolutely. Will do. Goodbye now. I like that guy. So do I. Thank you for all following the outfit guide I sent you. You all look amazing. I trust you all read your lore cards as well. Details of their motivations. I suppose it makes sense lore cards aren't read aloud. Otherwise, people would know the murderer's intentions. Now onto the nitty-gritty. For the murder mystery game, one of you will be murdered and the rest suspects. Everyone has assigned roles for the characters they will be playing. Participation is required, for it is my birthday. Of course. Birthday girl makes the rules. Sonic, you are a ship captain and you will be stationed in the conductor car. Naturally, that's where the captain would go. Tails, you're the detective. You'll be here in the dining car. Indubitably. Knuckles, you're the sheriff around these parts. We'll find you in the saloon. Got it? Rouge, you're a business tycoon, and Blaze, you're a titan of industry. Both in the casino. What's the difference? There is none. Sounds fun. Vector, you're the butcher, and SBO, the poet, both found in the library. Yeah, the SBO, we get to hang out with each other. And read? Maybe we can make a tower of books or something. Shadow's the locksmith, hanging out in the lounge. And last but not least me, the journalist reporter. I'll be moseying around with everyone. Did you get all that? I suppose so, yes. Hope that's okay. More than alright, you can help ensure everyone's following their roles. Oh, that reminds me. I have a map for each of you. Everyone's station is marked on the map as well. How convenient. Okay, so I guess I know where everything is. The map was added in my inventory. The rules of the game are as follows. There is a murderer amongst you all. The murderer can kill a single participant however they choose, but you must physically be present with the victim for it to count. Everyone else must collect their evidence throughout the train and use it to interrogate fellow passengers to figure out who done it. The murderer will lie to get out of being accused, so inspect everything you can, find clues and interrogate. I'll set a time of 1 hour so everyone can mingle and the murderer can do their thing. Is everyone ready? Sounds like everyone's excited. Everyone to your stations. That almost looks like someone related to Amy. This is so exciting. A mystery is unfolding right under our very noses. How thrilling. I have goosebumps. Isn't this awesome? Shouldn't you two be out there mingling with everyone? Well, actually, the detective and the journalist can't be the murderer. So we're stuck here for an hour before going out and scoping the place. This way, there's always a neutral party. Makes sense to me. Seems as though Emmy's more excited about deciphering the mystery anyways. What do you think everyone's doing? Probably inspecting their stations and talking amongst one another. Everyone has roles to play, so they must be exploring their characters. Do you know what their character motivations are? The lure cards are confidential. No one knows but the person who received them. My backstory is that I was best friends with a flicky that decided to join the evil Dr. Eggman, kickstarting my desire for justice in the world. Interesting. My lore is that I'm a nosy person turned journalist. Kinda sounds fun. Or should I was stuck in a microwave duty? Train started moving. Really fast. Grab onto something. What's going on? Slipping. Hold on. Oh. Okay, something wrong has happened. I thought it was just going to be all part of like a murder mystery. You're both awake. Yeah. It seems the train has slowed down considerably. My head's spinning a bit, but I'm okay. It seems we might be knocked into the dining car's closet. This train can reach such incredible speeds. We're getting our money's worth with this experience, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is actually intended or not. Since it's my first day, I don't really know. Don't recall them warning me about this in the interview. We should go check on the others, Gold. Can you get the door? Of course. Seems the door is blocked and I don't think it's budging. Give that fallen shelf a whack with your Pico hammer. Let's find another way out. I'll start looking for clues. I'll search over there. She seems a bit dishonest. She's hiding something. Something could have happened. Listen, I know I'm the detective here, but all the best detectives have sidekicks. I'm going to need your help. Let's gather clues on why Amy's acting this way and interrogate her about it. Oh. Check everything out you can around the closet and then we'll show it to Amy to uncover the full situation. Gather evidence and interrogate. Got it. Okay. Actual gameplay. I need you to do everything in the power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? Understood. You can count on me, Towers. I won't turn evil like your ex-flicky companion did. Happy to hear it. Now let's get searching. He's got a bin. Something's always in the chest. Let's check there. Sadly, it's empty. Let's check this thing. A rod. Tip is broken. Looks to have originally been attached to something. Not sure if it's related to a mystery, but I like spinning it around. So I'll keep it. Sure thing. Have a look at the shelf. The shelf is blocking access. Currently not budging. Hey God, look closely at this. I wonder how the side of the shelf got smashed. There's nothing the shelf could have fallen into. I'm sure this damage wasn't here before. The train has too much upkeep. I feel like this is important. We should log it. Crack on the shelf. I think we've found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Amy and find out what really happened. Maybe she already had a hammer out and hit the shelf. That's what I'm guessing. What's the latest? Found any clues yet? I found a spoon. If we find 2 more, we can dig ourselves out. On a train? I'll keep looking. I don't think there was anything else. Let's start interrogation. Amy, we believe you're hiding something from us. You accusing me on my own birthday? How dare you? This isn't going to be easy. I've been stuck in here just like the two of you. What in the world do you think I'm hiding? Amy was awake before I and Tails. What could she have done in that time? I don't think she murdered herself. I think she attempted to escape. I don't think you were sitting idly while Gold and I were knocked out. You attempted to escape the closet. Prove it. Show me evidence that I attempted to escape, or help me search for a way out. Do we have evidence to prove that? Let me step you through this. First, find the correct piece of evidence from your inventory. Once that has been deduced, we must form an argument to fight back. Alright, let's do it. Obviously, we should say that the cracked shelf. Some damage on the shelf is supposed to prove something? It fell over. Damage makes sense. You have no argument here. You're grasping. Oof. Okay, Tails, what now? Well, now we follow this train of thought. How does a crack on the shelf relate to Amy? So we have to explain myself. Well, you see, I like to think, what would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? Sonic's a force to be reckoned with. He's always running forward, collecting rings, crushing badniks. He never loses. Like an endless runner game. I play a lot of those on my phone. Sure, whatever works. Just close your eyes and think. What would Sonic do and find your argument? What would Sonic do?
Destruction of property, vandalism, disorderly conduct.
I don't know. Alright, let's prove we're not grasping. Let's follow the train of thought and fire a comeback. Like Sonic would do. Oh, time to think. Oh, okay. So I have to get some rings first. Why do I have to fire a comeback with the rings? So I have to get a certain amount of rings before I reach the end. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, it's like the special stages in some of the old games. That's pretty cool. Sure, the shelf fell, but there's nothing around here for the shelf to fall into. You're telling me on a train this is well kept that the damage was here before we arrived? Well, I believe someone is responsible for hitting the shelf. You just said nothing was around for the shelf to fall into. What was the shelf hit with then? I reckon it was this stick here. A stick? You sure you believe a stick would do this kind of damage? Okay. Ow. Oh. I think you've shown with a stick too much. Go, let's try to find that train of thought again. I lost, so I'm gonna have to get these rings back. 26 out of 25. We found our train of thought. You're right, a stick can't do this damage to the shelf on its own, but it's attached to something it could, let's say, a hammer. This is what I'm thinking. This isn't a stick at all, is it? It's the handle to your hammer. You attempted to hit the shelf out of the way, but you failed. The handle to your hammer snapped right off. Here we go. First bit of interrogations. I tried to get it with my hammer, but I failed. I gave the shelf one big whack and the handle ripped right off. I figured it was no big deal and tried to hide it, but I suppose embarrassment got the better of me. I never expected your hammer to snap like that, Amy. It was one of the backups. It's just a little lighter to carry around. I didn't think I need it. Well, lucky for you, I'm a detective. I dabble as a mechanic. Let me see both pieces of the hammer. Let's tighten things here, and a little elbow grease there, and fixed. There we go. According to my calculations, if you hit the shelf right here, it should do the trick. Stand back. Ooh, the shelf completely shattered. Incredible. We did it. We're free. Great job, Amy. Let's get out of here. Ooh, everything's wrecked. Is that? It can't be. Sonic! Someone murdered my darling Sonic. Looks like the game's begun. I'm finding out who did this at once. I want to figure out who did it as well. Wait for me. What a whirlwind. I'm exhausted already. That was really convincing, Sonic. Sonic? Body numb, can't move. What are you saying? I don't understand. I just need to rest. Is he actually hurt? He's not moving. Are those wounds on him genuine? My hands and his wrist. But I don't sense a pulse. Am I doing this right? What in the world is going on? Is this part of the murder mystery or is this serious? Sonic! I feel myself panic. Calm down, Gold. What would I do? And you do everything in your power. Obviously, blah, blah, blah. That's incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. So leave their care to you. Surely won't let me down. I need to catch up to Amy and Tails to get to the bottom of this. Even if it is a part of the game, I just can't risk it. I'll keep everyone safe, Conductor. You'll see. Someone might have actually murdered Sonic. Who could it be, though? Oh, here we are. We're in the saloon car. I'm assuming this is where Knuckles is. Look at this place. Tails, where are you? Here he is. I think Amy's already gone ahead. It seems she's really excited. Do you need something from me? Just a question, really. What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing. Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just all really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, promise. Plus Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. It's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. It's my job to keep an eye on him. The train rules say I gotta stay and watch after everyone. You just want to hang out with me, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. Yes, I do. How's everyone great at reading people but me? As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my law card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. Ye varmints. What are you doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy Mosley through and told me all about it. Enough of that. Thank you. Wonder how long you kept that up. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything that would help us establish your alibi. Nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's already agitated about something, but why take it out on us? I know, better than to argue with Knuckles, so let's... so it seems we're on our own. We need to figure out what Knuckles is up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues and then interrogate. Alright, let's go. Trash bin. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check. This one's empty as well. Cups has a red looking stain on it. God, this is interesting. A few used cups. Why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty? Look at this one here. This one has lipstick. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Used cups. Okay, so someone else might have been here. Maybe Rouge. Let's have a look at this one. Looks kind of cracked. Clearly we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Ah, reference. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damage looks more to be caused from punches. Who could have done that? We know that Knuckle likes to punch. What are you two looking at me for? Smashed arcade is added to your inventory. I'm carrying it with me. I think we found enough clues. Let's go and interrogate Knuckle and find out what really happened. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's speak with him. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Please don't beat me up. No promises. Knuckles, would you ever fight me? No, you bruise too easily. Wouldn't be fun. I bruise easily too. Guess that wouldn't be fun to fight either. No, I'd fight you. Sorry, Cold, I wish you luck. He's not actually going to fight me, right? Can I take your order? Now, let's start interrogation. Knuckles, Gold and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour of the murder that took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence too. We do? Gold, just take a good look at your inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? What was distracting him? Probably this one. The arcade machine? What makes you think that I touched it? Here we go. Train of thought. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. You clearly touched the arcade machine because... damages of punches. What are you staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you? I'm on it. Go distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on! We're gonna fight! The arcade machine is fixed. Don't look at the scores. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up right now. Ooh, Knuckles is pretty close. What does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name on the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the high score. And Vector beat you. In frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now. Uh-oh. I'm gonna lose it. No, not enough rings. You've nothing. Zilch, nada. Now leave you two. Quick, let's try again. Hopefully I don't lose this time. Come on. What proves Vector was here with Knuckles? This one here. I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While we were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade. I wasn't. Don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure out the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in, honest. I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told you an airbridged version of this to Amy. This friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups, but what about the cup with the lipstick mark on it? Rouge was in here too, that's what I thought. Yep, lipstick. It's inconsequential. I think I said that right. Not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up. And I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding scenario now. Vector revisited to play games and Rouge couldn't find something and left. Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our Actually, oh, hold up. That's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back into something that I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense. Gold, can you take a look one more time? Ultim. I don't know what Ultim is. Yeah, all the others have food names. Oh, okay, well, I guess that makes sense. All the other names have a food theme, but this one, who here goes by Ultim? You may not know, Go, but there is someone here that goes by that title. The ultimate life form. Shadow. Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. A key. He is a locksmith. Told me to lock the door and to not open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, so saw no one else after that. And that's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No. I think she has some sort of key to the birthday key. The conductor gave her a special birthday key. I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors and what was Rouge searching for? I don't know, they didn't tell me. Even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. Alright, interrogation complete. More information than I expected to get here, but it seems we need to move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles, we'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough, the library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective. Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Cool. We'll do, Sheriff. Come on, go. Let's head to the library. On it. Anyway, next one. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. The library car. All the stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. I suppose that means, yeah, everything that was here before is gone. Everyone's favourite journalist reporter, A. Maroon, is hot on the trail. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already, before you go, SV and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Want to join us in finding clues? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. She's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic, I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you going to leave? The door to the next car is locked. You doubt the birthday girl? Birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye. That's a challenge. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm I bet you Vector will say something about this. Starved. I kill for a chicken parmesan right now. So would I, to be honest. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. Yeah, looking a bit suspicious, Vector. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio the Poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader. I just spat all over my screen. Meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la. Dee 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 dee. Excellent. So good. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. God and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened here after Amy, almost called her Lamey, had everyone leave the dining car? Oh sure, it's simple. We just explained it to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rouge? We happened to see a lipstick stain on a cup on the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back. Oh, the icons are moving. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way," at the brochure stand over there. But she left to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us that Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves following us, but we got through it alright. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us that someone had murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you for your cooperation. We're just going to peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Their alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reasons for leaving his post, and to determine if Espio's actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this. Absolutely. Alright. Let's have a look at this. Brochures. There are a lot of travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants, and God, look at this. There's a couple of maps here. It seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Looks like stagnolites or stalactites. Nah, leave it. That's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. As you know, I love caves. Alright, let's look at this bookshelf. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books, but something needs me. No times to rest. Let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through the books excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor here. But everything on the shelves in the alphabetical order, but this one. Manual. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Obviously, we still got a few things to do. Let's look at the... Something's always in the trash. Let's check. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something in there. Are you sad there's nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there's be something hidden in the next trash can we find. You really think so? We're just gonna stay optimistic. Yeah, these trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. You're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Maybe. Shadow supposedly walked through there before going to the saloon car. He locked the door on his way out. There's got to be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? I think we should. Oh. Now we're going to go and interrogate. Let's go to Vector. Did you bring any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. I wonder why. You actually tried to bring the knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron. But not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line, I thought. Alright, let's start the interrogation. So the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Gordon and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need... Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. Seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio started reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what book you might be reading. Gold, could you help me out? What book? We think it might be the manual. A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? I'll get to you when I finish this game. Here we go. There are books scattered around the floor, but the remaining books in the shelves are all in alphabetical order, all except this one manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. I want you ever insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. This is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. They sure are. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Gold, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual just to flip to a page and ask away? Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Let's go 362. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During the events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and meshes afterwards. The conductor also says this. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring a passenger's safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Gold hit him with another one. Let's try 15. What is a Mirage Express cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Must have been over 65. Last one, Gold. Let's see if Espio can get 3 for 3. 42. What was implemented to support the conductor duties needs general chain obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yep. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read that manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. We don't want to be supporting folks who read. You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all the questions calmly. That's very impressive. I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... Well, Taylor seems to have noticed something. SB, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Gold? He always puts me on the spot. Probably this one. Or the brochure. No, this one, because Shadow came through. Shadow's look? Please, pray tell, what does this do with anything? Let's get our argument together. I reckon he came through here, but I'll tell you after I finish this game. Shadow walked through the library car to get the saloon car, where he set the original high score in the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score for long. Crocs are natural gamers. SBA said that he saw Shadow enter the library, but he has mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBA was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBA didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense SBA's desperation here defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment you were really in the library car at all? But how would SBA leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBA in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear God. One that I would love for SBO to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow passed back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SVO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't... Why doesn't everything seem right to him? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SBO simply sitting... reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? I gotta be on Tails' side. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue with his line of question, and... I swear he's saying everything different every time. I'm also gonna say it, I feel like the murderer was the conductor, if they really did murder Sonic. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can solve all of our problems. Lay it on me. What piece of evidence? Shows that Ezra couldn't have seen each other. I suppose this one. Oh, so now I'm going against Tails a bit. Alright, Tails, now I'll tell you. The library map? Oh, I see. See, the exits is right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked through the straight path, there's a way SVO and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have to point exactly where on the map. Where could SBO have been for Shadow not to see him? Here, probably. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, SBO was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen it from the spot because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen SBO or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return to SBO. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling you the truth. But I'm glad you believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you for both answering all of our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated, for now. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything is straightened out. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm going to crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Seems like the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open while she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SBO. Give them heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock. Tick tick tock goes the clock while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling confidence in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, go. Let's see what's next. Come on. But I'm afraid that is where I'm going to leave it for now. I believe I'm about halfway through the game, so I'll probably finish up either next week or maybe another week after that. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. But for now, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.